Greetings mortals, I am DracoJames102 and I am at Alcon 2014. As you can see, I've just settled into my accommodations, put on my awesome cosplay, and now we're just gonna take a look around the convention and see what we can find. Well, as you can see, I am at the Abridgers meal that I went to last year, only it's happening this year. The Abridgers are over there having a good time, pigging out. Here is my meal for the night. Bon appetit! Alright, so we're at the Queen's building now. This is pretty much where all those mini shops are, where you can get retro games, anime, all that stuff. Gonna take a short look inside at the moment. They're just still opening up. And yeah, let's see what they got.
Starting with one for me. Alright, so let me ask you. Oh, you're gonna. Okay. So, Breath of Lost. Yes. Can you briefly summarize differences between U.S. crowds, UK crowds, and just some of the that you make or things like that? Sure. U.S. crowds generally have less variances in their accents from one to the next. No offense. I just, going from like London mode to like Scotland mode to, it's but in a more substantial way. In my experience, UK audiences are more enthusiastic. To be fair, I've only played spaces with Anime League, and they generally make a stage in the same place as a bar. So that may be skewing things slightly. But no, I love it, and I don't know, I find it tends to be a little bit nicer, but not in that fake, like American South niceness, which is where I'm from. I'm from Texas, and there's kind of a fake house down there, like a match by man, and you're gonna drive away, and I'm gonna talk at you. It's pleasant. So yeah, but so I think the main difference is enthusiasm and sobriety. But I love coming to the UK. It's really a thank you.
So we're coming up now to the final match of the Alcon Pokemon tournament. I could have made it to the semi-finals, but I lost in my last match and I didn't get a chance for a whatever. Did better than last year, thank goodness, and hopefully better luck for me next year. And we'll be cutting to the final match anytime now.
And let's after a 30-minute round, here we go guys, with Rick on your left and Anthony on your right. Here we go with the Alcon Pokemon tournament final. Anthony's leading up with Crafty and Gengar. And on your left we have Gofatel and Hariyama. And here we go with the Intimidate coming in there from the Scrafty. That's going to drop the attack of these two Pokemon by 1.5 times by one stage. And here we go with 10 Pokemon then. Here we go with Hariyama switch out here. Here we go with North entering the field. That is a Gyarados using Intimidate. That's going to drop that Scrafty's physical attack there by 1.5 times one stage. So here we go. What are we going to do? So here we go with the Activate. That's going to bring out Mega Gengar. Shadow Tag. So that's going to prevent any sort of switching now for the next turn. And here we go, and I can't see the move that's about to be used, but it looks like Gengar's using Protect. Spiral's head perfectly fits, so I can't see the move being used. But basically, double Protect being used. No! And here we go, with Protect being used by Gyarados this turn. Gofatel using Protect as well. Very defensive play here by both.
Better not use Protect every turn.
Really happen here at Crunch. Not really going to happen. And the side shot's going to come in there. How much damage is that going to There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Winner! Thanks very much everyone for participating in today's Alcon Pokemon tournament. For those of you interested, we've got League of Legends over here. We've also got Yu-Gi-Oh! Just over there on the tables there, £5 entry. And apart from that guys, we've got some lovely stews just down there, so the rest of you guys enjoy Alcon. Thank you.
Ah, awesome.
Alright, it's coming up close to the masquerade ball that we have every Saturday evening. I'm just about to go in myself and see lots of performances, including Brental Floss live, and see what other performances there are. See you later. I guess even villains can have a nice night out.
Well, these facts about NerdQuest are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
I even got some of the DVD extras.
Rick, what was the best part about filming NerdQuest?
The best part about filming NerdQuest was the night shoots.
Why was it the best part? Because you got to do the camera work and the direction, and I got to help.
Yeah, we got to do some lighting.
And it was the night where I nearly froze to death because I didn't bring a coat.
It was quite cold.
Alright, I arrived the day after they'd done the night shoot. So I was there from they did the night shoot was Sunday or Saturday, and they complained about it. The whole, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they were still complaining about the night shoot. They were like, you don't know what it was like.
Yeah, that was like going on from like until like 4 in the morning, and we didn't get back and the sun was up. So
Mike had a great idea. You know the whole process of day for night shooting, when you film the day and you make it night time? Mike had the great idea to film in the night.
We also had no lights.
We had to wait till past 6 o'clock, but we had no lights. So we used Mike's car to light the scene. Unfortunately, when you leave a car on for a long time, the battery goes dead.
Yeah, the battery died. I had the good idea of calling the AA to remind that you could just roll start it. Is that what it was?
Yeah, we all got behind your car, pushed it,
pushed it down the hill.
just so we could get to the hotel to sleep.
And it should also be noted that we filmed this film with no lights, with a killer who's dressed in black.
Trying to light a character who's dressed in
This is a
black
man who wrote the script.
against the lights is really difficult.
well, no, we did have some lights. We had some tacky little camping lights. That's all we had, and that was on-screen lighting.
And also,
To be fair, it looks amazing. And the scene does look amazing.
So all you sods are sitting there complaining and it actually looks badass.
it does look awesome.
I like how this is turning to be great Mike Carroll for his budget efficiency.
At some point during the night, you did go and sleep in your car. You were huddled in a car with other people who weren't involved. Yeah, you shoot it. Just go, I'm cold.
I was playing a dead character and I was method acting.
Does that mean you die in the film?
Only me?
Yes.
Only me?
And just says spoilers, and now you just told people to spoil.
I die in film, spoiler, go by and see the rest.
Alright, now I'm sure some of you have a lot of questions for these guys, because you watch their stuff. Oh, and you love them. Am I right? How much do you love these guys?
Brental Floss! My God! It's like I was not just here. I just needed to check my fly, because nothing ruins a moment like that worse than everyone sees your knickers. It's not a thing I say, but I guess it's a thing. Or is that just for girls? Do guys wear knickers? Girls wear knickers. So, I guess what I'm saying is, for better or worse, I am indeed wearing knickers. It's a long story. I get obsessed with the difference between American English, UK English. Canadian, there's a little bit of difference there, but it's more like American. But things like, I said this last night at Meg Rand's panel with me, the door is alarmed is a thing you have on your doors when there's an alarm on them. Which I just sit there and go, well, what's wrong? Can I help? There are a million things like that. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, that's quite alright. I'm I'm Brental Floss. My real name is Brent Black. I take video game tunes that you know and love, or that you don't know but will soon love, and add lyrics to them. And let's cheer for it. Why not? This is a game called Super Mario Land. Now, I didn't really like it when it came out. I played it because, you know, back then, you didn't just have a whole internet worth of ROMs to download and play on a little laptop with your little clicky fingers. You had the one thing you had for the foreseeable future. So you had to play a game that you were given. And personally, well, you know what, let me ask. Is anybody out there, perhaps somebody special, remember Super Mario Land? Wait, I think I hear somebody even more special.
You could say that, yes!
Well, get up here, you weirdo! Welcome to the stage! The one and only Demon Tomato Dave. Yeah, I think that should be working. Try that.
Hello again.
Alright. If you weren't there at his earlier show, you missed a hell of a show, but this is a little piece of it to return back from the dead. Alright. So you want to sing me about how you like Super Mario Land, eh?
I do indeed, and I did indeed.
All right. Did, do, may again. All right, here goes.
Not convinced, but it's so pretty. All right. In 1989, this came down the pipeline.
Yeah, Mario's back. Out to save that crazy Princess Daisy. Right now, he's sick of this. Princess fake out, bullshit. We creepy sprite. Without Princess Peach and Luigi. He's got superpowers. Seriously, that's what they're called. The quality dropped off like some kind of Mario. Not really, it clearly showed, man. Since when did turtles explode, man?
But aren't you even a little bit nostalgic for this? Remember when it came out? Way back in the day. All you had were 3 or 4 LCD games. Our journeys had a lack of all the travel, scrabble packs, and yes, there's look backs. But to put this one next game in context, it was a milestone year, and the gaming started here. And the point that I'm framing is that the state of portable gaming was still just marvel. This was a technical marvel.
Sure, Dave, so is this confetti popper, but I wouldn't take it with me in the car.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Neither does this game.
Maybe my brain flying heads. That displays a great imagination.
This game, I presume, an all too magic mushroom.
The gameplay
It's lame.
Hey.
Look, I know how Mario should go, bro. This black sheep's really bad. You'll learn one day.
Oh, thanks, Dad. But how my heart skips for 8 bits on holiday car trips. Feelings awoken.
Dave, buddy, what are you smoking? And can I have some?
Love! I'm smoking love. I just think this game has earned a place on the shelf with the good Mario game, which is all of them. Except Sunshine, obviously.
All the nerds tell me Sunshine's the best one.
Well, there wasn't.
Come again?
And here are a billet.
I don't know that word.
And you know what a gift?
I still don't know that word.
You're a low down, dirty asshole.
I get it.
Change my
You got it. Here we go.
Lord, maybe so.
Yeah, the stalls are usually very quiet on a Sunday. Not that I'm complaining. More room to move around, more room to breathe, all that jazz. Don't think I'm gonna get much live footage today, so but I'll see what I get.
The narrator will be Yami.
Yes.
The Imperial officer will be Yamcha. Vader will be Monokuma.
Oh, he gets two. Double duty on this guy. Double jeopardy.
Rebel officer will be X's Mustang.
I'll try.
Leia will be Chihiro. Indrat. Commander will be Cyrus. And
Oh wait, let me just try a sec. I can't do Cyrus. No. I'm sorry, I can't. You can't even go in right now. Shit.
Can we have Grandpa as commander?
Yes, absolutely.
And second officer as Gohan, please. And when you're ready.
Interior rebel blockade runner, corridor. The evil Darth Vader stands amid the broken and twisted bodies of his foes. He grabs a wounded rebel officer by the neck as an Imperial officer rushes up to the Dark Lord.
The Death Star plans are not in the main computer.
Vader squeezes the neck of the rebel officer, who struggles in vain.
Where are those transmissions you intercepted?
Vader lifts the rebel off his feet by his throat.
Have you done with those plans?
Alright, I'm gonna try to do this thing in. We have intercepted no transmissions. I can't, fuck. This is a consular ship. We're on a diplomatic mission.
Just be yourself. Just be like, fucking hell, man.
I'll do it again, okay. We intercepted a fucking no transmissions, mate. This is a consular ship, yes. Tanky fuck. We're on a diplomatic mission, you knob-rot.
This is a consular ship. Where is the ambassador?
Were indeed. The rebel refuses to speak, but eventually cries out as the Dark Lord begins to squeeze the officer's throat, creating a gruesome snapping and choking until the soldier goes limp. Vader tosses the dead soldier against the wall and turns to his troops.
Commander, tear this ship apart until you found those planes. Bring me the ambassador, or we're alive.
The stormtroopers scurry into the sub-hallways. Interior rebel blockade runner hallway. Princess Leia is led down a low-ceiling hallway by a squad of armored stormtroopers. Her hands are bound, and she is brutally shoved when she is unable to keep up with the briskly marching troops. They stop in a smoky hallway as Darth Vader emerges from the shadows. The sinister Dark Lord stares hard at the frail young senator, but she doesn't move.
Lord Vader, I should have known. Only you could be so bold. The Imperial Senate will not stand for this. Maybe you're gonna attack a diplomat. Don't play games with me, Your Highness! You weren't on any mercy mission this time! You passed directly through a restricted system! Several transmissions were made to the ship by rebel spies! I wanna know what happened to the
This is where we basically say thank you for coming, goodbye and all that. So yes, this pretty much is the end of Alcon, but not the end of the fun. There are still a few more events to come. So you guys all have an amazing weekend. Come on, let's hear it in the back. You guys in the back had a good weekend? You guys, every year is the best Alcon ever apparently. Obviously, this year we went a bit crazy with the ducks. If you couldn't tell, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, no, actually no, sorry, there wasn't any ducks at all. No, there wasn't enough, did someone just say. So, obviously, yes, this is where we say thank you. I generally say thank you to all of you. You've all been amazing. Give yourselves a big round of applause.
So I figured to end this year's video, I'll show off the spoils of war that I got at this year's convention. Let's start at the top here. This was pretty much my main mascot for this year. Well, like a Dragonite plushie, because I entered a Pokemon tournament. He was my main powerhouse. Plus he was my main powerhouse last year, so yeah, why not? A cute Dragonite. The original dragon. Here we have the Latios twins, Latios and Latias, because they were adorable in the movie. Got a couple of shirts here. One of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, and a Team Rocket t-shirt. I've got one now. Jess, you need to get one. Alright, this was just like posters that I got in the goodie bag, which I will hang up. Pretty much Alcon posters, like the ones I have up on the wall. Alcon badges, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the first season of Fairy Tail, an anime I've heard good things about, definitely give this a watch. Japanese Palkia figurine was something to keep me busy in my spare time, a new figure to build. A graphic novel made by a graphic novelist named Mark Green. I got 2 novels of his last year, got them signed. He signed this too. I've got to give them a read eventually. For those of you who watched last year's video, you'll know that I got a CD, What If This CD Had Lyrics, signed by Brental Floss. This year I got Philosophy, also signed by Brental Floss. Also got a copy of Nerd Quest, Mike J's independent movie. It's out, finally. Got them all signed by Mike J, Welshie, Filmbrain, Masako X, and I can't read the last one. Sorry if I forgot your name, but I'll definitely give this a watch. The gaming side of things, I got Star Wars Battlefront 2, Luigi's Mansion, Crash Bash, F-Zero X, Donkey Kong 64, and Kirby 64. Kirby 64 cost me £45.
Whoa!
Heard good things about it though, so further up, this is just like a drawing I did of myself in Blue Eyes White Dragon, because why not? Those of you who know me know I'm a huge Blue Eyes White Dragon fan. I saw that poster, had to get it. It was made by someone called, an artist called Eli Monty. I believe she has a DeviantArt account. I'm going to check that out, as well as should you. Alright, now, this one's pretty much going to be a donation to the Spectrum Club that I volunteer for, write reviews for, because a couple of them love Adventure Time. We have a Lady Rainicorn of our own now. Seriously, I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, well, that's pretty much what I wanted to show off. I had a fantastic time at this year's Alcon. I'm hoping next year's will be better. special thanks to Tim Craythorne for getting me there in the first place, and again, introducing me to Alcon. You've done so much, dude. And I thank you dearly. Alright, so with that said, I'm DracoJames102. You guys take care.